Welcome, everybody. This is Franz from Mostly Tech Related. Thank you to all of you that join me here. Um, so thank you to all of you who join me in this tonight in the 2024 um November December 16, Monday December 16, 2024. Welcome to another series, another episode of the 2024 DC Auto Show. Um, as you know, I've been talking about the DC Auto Show for a while now. Every Monday night, I want to be here on this channel to talk about just that, the 2025 DC Auto Show. Each week, I'm hoping some of you guys may join me here in this channel to talk about the show. um and hopefully to know how many of you that will go to the DC Auto Show, and how many of you have been to any other auto show whatsoever. Please let me know down below in the comment section. I will really hope to hear from you tonight. If you ever been to any other show, beside any other show, whether it's in the US or outside of the US. Um, I cannot. Hopefully, my sounds is great. So, in this episode tonight, I wanted to talk about a couple of other shows that's going to happen in the beginning of the at the beginning of the year also, as well as the DC Auto Show. Now, as you know, for most people, the Chicago Auto Show is the biggest show in the US. This is a matter of opinion, but a lot of people talk about it. They are saying that the Chicago Auto Show is the biggest show in the US. Let me know down below in the comment section if that's something that you agree with. Um, if that's something that hey, welcome, and I'm glad you went to the LA Auto Show. When did you go? When did you go? What year did you go? Okay. Well, tell you what. Let me do this. Um, I will do some research on that. I did not know about that. I will do some research on that to find out why, if it's true and why that is. Um, but yeah, I'm curious also if that's the case. I would like to know, and once I find out, I will definitely reach out to you. I will definitely make another video. Hopefully, you will be there, and to see if that's the case. But yeah, now I'm talking about the Honda home installation charger. You referring to me saying Honda is no longer offers that again anymore. I'm going to find out to see if that's the case. I haven't heard anything from that. But yeah, tomorrow I'll do my research to find out, and I will let you know once I find out. All right. Thanks for mentioning that to me. Um, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, 2019, 2021. Okay. All right. So I like I said before, the only ones I've been to is the DC Auto Show and the Philly. I've been to, but hopefully next year, I can make it to the LA Auto Show. Hopefully, but there are there are a couple more other auto show that I was curious. I always would like to go. And I'm wondering. Unfortunately, for some reason, I did not know if they were happened that earlier in the year. The very first one I always wanted to go, obviously, is the Chicago Auto Show, which I just found out early this month, early this week. I just found out that it's happening February 8th to 17th. I didn't know about it, and and the Chicago Auto Show is something I always like to go, would like to go, and but yeah. So I just found out when I was doing research for tonight's show that Chicago to show was happening that early, which I completely forgot because I remember last year I was planning on going, but unfortunately I couldn't make it. But yeah, I remember. I'm not sure I've known that it's usually happening like through, on the Valentine's week, something like that for the Chicago Auto Show. And the second show I was curious to go also beside the Chicago Auto Show is the Detroit Auto Show. And that also happening in January 11th to 20 next year. It's another one that's happening really early in the year. Obviously, that one there's no way I will be able to make it because I'm planning for the DC Auto Show instead for next year. The Chicago one, I'm not going to say no for the Chicago Auto Show. Let me just not say anything for now. If it's possible, I might be able to make it. It's between 8 to 17. Um, but yeah, I do not know yet for the Chicago Auto Show, but I would love to make it if it's possible for me. And the last one, obviously, is the LA Auto Show. I would love to go. I've never been there before, and I would love to go to the LA Auto Show one at least once. But next year, I will have to do anything I can to see if I can make it next year. I will plan for it in advance so that I can be there. But yes, so this these three other auto show, these are the ones I would love to participate to on these three. Obviously, like I mentioned to you, is the Chicago Auto Show. Um I will not say no to this one yet for next year. But for the Detroit to show, I don't know that one. I will not be able to make it. This I will have to leave it for 2026 if everything to see if I can make it then. But yes, these are the shows that I wanted to participate to at least once on those three others auto show. Thank you, America. Thank you, America, for letting me know that you've been to any other shows before. The Las Vegas one. It's something that I was watching. People were making videos about it. I always curious to go there to see the ambience, but unfortunately, I never had a chance to participate on that show myself. Hopefully next year I will be there. And as always, guys, for the DC Auto Show, the very first day, January 31, January 31st, I will be there live from 11:45. I will be there live. So if you cannot make it, feel free to reach out. Feel free to to join me in this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so because I will be there live from 11:45 to bring to you everything I can see on the show. So while I was doing my research early this week for this show, some people are saying the Chicago Auto Show is the biggest show. It's the biggest auto show in the US. Um, and I've seen that on so many sources, on so many links I've been to. That's what people are saying. And I'm wondering if other people have found that's not the case. if you have an idea, if you think there's another one's bigger than the Chicago Auto Show, let me know down below in the comment section. Um, but I haven't gone to any of these other shows. But if I had to think, to be honest, I was thinking the Detroit might be one of the biggest because you know um with I do not have any reason for saying that, but the main thing I was thinking is because they usually say, especially on the 2008 when they saved the auto industry, people were saying Detroit was basically that's where most of those company were. So I was hoping, I was thinking Detroit might be the biggest auto show, but the people usually say it's Chicago is the biggest auto show. But let me know down below in the comment section if that's something that you believe to yourself. But yeah, so when I was doing I also see for again, like I was saying, for adult on weekdays, the price for the DC Auto show will be $16 and $15, and the weekends will be $20. For the Chicago, it will be $17, and the Detroit, the price will be $20 a day. So just something like I was also wondering. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I thought Detroit would be the number one, but for some people, for some reason, most people are saying that Chicago is the number one auto show in the US. I don't really have any. I'm just curious. I'm just curious why that is, why people think so. Um, to me, I thought Detroit would be the biggest one. Um, but to be honest, I never pay attention to to Detroit the same way I usually check out the LA Auto Show and the Chicago Auto Show every year. I never pay too much attention to Detroit. But the reason I was saying Detroit might be number one, it's because of the all those industry I've heard that's been living in that area. So I thought, like, if there will be a biggest auto show, most most manufacturer will be there to showcase the vehicle, the concept vehicle, things like that. I'm guessing maybe Chicago, most people decide to go there instead. I wonder if that's the reason is number one. But again, this is me thinking out loud about it. I don't really have any. This is my own opinion. This is thanks for letting me know that you think the same too. That Detroit will have been the number one on your opinion also. Um, let's see. But yeah, so early this year, not early this year, when the LA Auto Show was happening, um, people were um, people were saying there are few vehicles, there are few brands that was not any other places beside the LA one. I was wondering maybe because those probably was on the walk, they were not ready yet. I'm talking especially for the Tesla, Autobot, Autobot car, where the ones they will have as a taxi in the in LA. So since this vehicle will be in LA late 2026, I was thinking that's where they will debut that vehicle because that vehicle will come out first in LA. And I'm assuming that's the main reason they brought it to LA first, so that people at least can have an idea. But knowing Tesla has tendency of late. with a lot of things that they plan coming out with. They've said this vehicle should be out in late 2026 or early 2027, but time will tell. Time will tell. I don't know how I will feel to sit by a car that does not have a steering wheel. Let me know what you think down below about that. But yeah, I don't know how I think about how I would feel about that to sit by a car without a steering wheel. Let computer does everything. I don't think I'm there yet. Even though even though I would love to test cars for companies, but again, I would be the one who's driving it. I would be the ones in charge, not the other way around. But yeah, just let me know what you think down below in the comment section. If you had a chance to go to be the first 100 people to test that vehicle, would you participate on it? Um, to me, I don't think I will be the very first group. I do not mind to be the second or the third group, but I don't think I will be the very first group to get inside and to just drive. Let that thing drive me. Um, yeah. So yeah, Honda, yes, Honda introduced the hydrogen SUV. It's only in California because hydrogen it's not popular yet throughout the on the rest of this of the country. It's only in California, certain states, certain cities in California that has the station, and it's a Honda. It's CRV. CRV. I believe it's already out, or it was supposed to be out sometimes this summer. Um, so yes. Um, to me, I do not have an issue with it. I was talking to a few colleagues of mine at that time. They were saying that why Honda's doing this, why they don't even have an electric car out yet. But one thing, to me personally, I do not have any problem with the hydrogen vehicles because so well, it's a matter of opinion if it's better than EV. The reason I'm saying that's because okay, on the hydrogen, yes, one of the things you have that you will not have on the EV, you will charge because that hydrogen, the way that it's when you want to fill that thing up, you can fill it in 5 minutes, really fast. However, at the same time, it's really fragile. You can lose your finger if you do not know how to use the machine properly because it's a frozen stuff. If you touch it, if you let it touch your skin, he might damage your skin, things like that. It's really dangerous. So I haven't seen one in person yet. Beside, I believe Toyota had no Hyundai had the oxygen, if I'm not mistaken. Toyota had Mirai. I've seen in person at the auto show, but I do not see the charging station itself. They do not have anything like that in the DC area for me to see it. Like I said, the only place I know that have it for a fact is in California. I never had a chance to see them in person, but from what I've heard about that, it's going to charge way faster. Like within 5 minutes, your tank will be full. And also you have more range on that than EV or gas cars. You have way more range on that. However, for now, since it's still limited, I believe the only brands, nothing's like the only companies that really working on oxygen vehicles like that are semi truck because of the range. Because, like I said, the range can go really far. We can have a lot of range on it. So I do know the semi trucks are the ones that working hard on those vehicles like that, like Volvo semi truck, other brands that I don't remember their name on top of my head at the moment. But yeah, those companies working on oxygen because of the range. They have long range and they fast really quick. They charge really quick to fill up. Not exactly charge, you fill it up really quick. So it's a matter of opinion to see if it's better than EV. But me personally, I don't think it should be open to the public yet. At least if it is, they should have more. They should what's the word I'm looking for? They should teach the public how to use this properly because it can be really dangerous. And you cannot open a charging station almost anywhere. You have to be a certain location because it's really fragile. It cannot be near hard places, things like it's really fragile. There are so many things that has to work together in order to even open a station where you can fill up your car. That's how bad it is. But beside that, like I said, you can charge it fill up really quick and you have way more range on that. So I do not have the numbers in mind. I think the last time read about that it was almost a year and a half ago. Like I was saying, I do know CRVs was coming out this summer with this vehicle. CRVs, the ones like will have the oxygen. Hydrogen, I should say. The CRV will be the one, but to charge this vehicle, it can to fill it up, it can be really dangerous if you do not know what you're doing. Um, so they have to teach the public how to use that properly because but yeah, as of now, I believe it's only in California you can have it. And that's one of the reasons Toyota basically quote unquote give away the Mirai because the Mirai wasn't selling very well when the Mirai came out. Um yeah. So I didn't know the price of it, 50K. I will not be surprised on that. Because one thing with those companies, for the very first one will be a little bit expensive because the reason is they need to gain some money back before they put something cheaper out there. So their very first vehicle will be a little bit expensive because for them it's still a testing to the public. They do not know how the public will react to it. So yes, I will not be surprised. I'm not surprised if it started at 50K. But it's pretty much CRV. It just they change the IC um to hydrogen. But yeah, now for the CRV you get hydrogen, you get hybrid, and you get gas. Now you have three style of CRVs to choose from. Yeah, so if you are living in California, that's only places you can have it. I believe you can buy it in California and go wherever you want with it in the US. But like I said, the downside is the charge is where to fill it up because it's really limited where you can go ahead and to fill up a car like that because the hydrogen station it's not that popular. Um, So for instance, I went to US Department of Energy to do some research on that also. Um yeah, like I said, it's really limited. Some places have it. It's it's all of it. It's it's really. Oh really? Okay. What vehicle you had before that? What vehicle were you driving before the prologue? Because I believe the prologue it's in between the passport, at least the old passport, not the brand new one that's coming out next year, not the redesigned one, the old one, the last generation one. It was between the passport and the CRV. I never pay attention to the trunk space. Um, but yeah, what vehicle were you driving before that? Well, yeah, passport has the biggest chunk ever on almost any category on its space on its class. Passport was the biggest on any category on its class. Yeah, no the brand can compete with passport when it comes to space. Yes, if you come from a passport, yes, you'll be disappointed. Because I quickly do the research to looking at the Chevy Blazer because they've built on the same platform. Even the Chevy Blazer has like a couple of inches more than the Prologue because I believe the Prologue favor the legroom for the back seat passenger. So therefore, they took some space on the trunk so that to give the back seat people to make them to have them to let them comfortable when they sit on the back seat. So yeah, when you look at the back seat of the Prologue, it's better than the Chevy Blazer. Like I said, because they build on in the same platform. However, the Blazer you get a couple of more inches bigger trunk space than the Prologue. I believe it's similar to the Acura to the Acura ZDX and the Cadillac also. But again, like I said, if you are coming from the passport has the biggest space on its class, hands down. So nobody can really compete with the passport when it comes to space. But yeah, so yeah, passport you cannot compete with passport when it comes to trunk space. Um, so the passport has bigger space, even even the Telluride, unless you put all three seats down. I mean the third row and the second row. At that point, you are, I believe, around like I mean not the Telluride, I mean to say, I mean the pilot. Yeah. So yeah, I believe when you put all three down, you have approximately 87 inches cubic feet to work with on the pilot when you put all three down, the third row and the second row. But if you leave the second row up, you still have more space on the passport than the pilot. So I used to tell people, because I used to sell Honda, I used to tell people, if trunk space, if that's what you really want, you really don't care about the third row seat. Don't even look the pilot. Go straight to the passport, because nobody can beat that. Nobody can beat that on the passport. When you're looking at Nissan Murano, when you're looking at Mazda CX 50, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. When you're looking at those other brand, Hyundai Tuscan, none of them can compete with the passport when it comes to trunk space. So yeah, if you are coming from the if you are coming from the passport, yeah. If you still have the passport, I don't know if you did trade it to get the Prologue, but if you still have the passport and it's a good condition, yeah, yeah, I understand. I hear you, man. I understand. Um, yeah, I do not know when Honda will come with the next EV that's coming in for Honda. It's gonna be 2026, and they don't even. At least I don't know which one, what other vehicle it will be yet. I don't know if it's going to be another SUV, or it's gonna be a new redesign for them, because it's gonna be their own platform. And I don't know how many vehicles that will be on that platform. If that platform will build for only sedan or SUV. And also, I do know they did partner. Honda did partner with a company with Sony to build Afila. I know Afila should be out soon, but I do not know. I do not know when exactly. Um, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's a company like a Sony and Honda partner together to build. Yeah, wish list. I really don't know what's going on with Honda. Honda, for some reason, the CRV is the only one that they have on hybrid. And we had the Civic in the US before, and it went away. Now they bring the Civic back. They were saying by 2030 they will have more vehicles that will be hybrid, but they never said what they are. Which one are they? If it's gonna be the RDC, because a lot of people are asking for the RDC. I believe now on all those companies. I'm talking about Kia. Now Kia just have the Carnival on hybrid. Sienna have hybrid. Chrysler have hybrid. It's only Toyota. I mean, not Toyota. It's only Honda does not have hybrid on the minivan. And I believe, I do not know if they will do something about that next year. And I do know the Odyssey has to be refreshed this year. I haven't paid attention to it yet to see if they refresh it, to see how it looks like, and if there will be an hybrid version of that. But like you said, wish list when it comes to Honda. I do not know. I usually say I do not know why Honda stay behind on those things, why they're taking their time. But they did say by 2050 all their vehicles should be electric. But now I'm talking about in meantime, what now? What do we have in the meantime? What do we have now? Um, but no one says anything yet. I haven't heard anything. But yeah, that would be great if you can have a passport, a hybrid passport. That would be great because for some people, the CRV is a bit too small still. They cannot really buy the CRV. The CRV is a bit too small. Passport would be the ideal car for that, but no one knows yet. And for this new redesign, they didn't mention anything like that at all. It's still three trims level that will come out next year. They haven't said anything if there will be a hybrid, but they are focused more on outdoor off-road capability of the passport. So therefore, I don't think, at least not for next year, they will not come up with an hybrid for next year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Well, I don't know. How you feel about other brand, but there are other brands that I don't know that you might find trunk space might be great, and they have hybrid on that also. I don't know how you would feel about them. Um, one of them I was thinking, but when I'm really thinking about it, it's not good enough either because it's still a little bit too it's not wide enough like the passport. The passport is just the ideal vehicle for a lot of people. I was thinking about the Kia Sorento, the hybrid, but you might find the trunk space if you don't if you just put those two back seat down. But then again, it's really it's not as wide as the passport. It's similar to the CRV, to be honest. When it comes to width of that vehicle, so that will not be an ideal for you also. um but yeah, if you are within a Honda Pilot, I mean Passport hybrid, yeah, I really don't know when we'll get something like that, if Honda will ever bring something like that. But that would be great though. That would be great. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you, man. But yeah, we've been talking about Honda the whole day, since we've been here. But basically, oh, sorry. But um, I wanted to, but yeah, today I wanted to talk a little bit more about the what other show you guys participate to, um auto show, even if it's not in this country, outside of this country. But again, every Monday night at 8:15 p.m., I will be here to talk about this auto show. And the very first day at the DC Auto Show, I will be live from 11:45. The door will open at noon, but I will start at 11:45. Show you the outdoor, see the line. Hopefully there will be a line. And hopefully this time it will be better than early this year, because from what people were saying, this year wasn't a great year for the DC Auto Show, and I'm hoping next year will be better. So if you guys cannot join, cannot participate on that show, just hopefully you can watch me live at the show, at least for the very first day. After that, I will bring you every videos I can. I will bring you everything in there, making videos. So make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of my video. All right. So again, like I said, every Monday night at 8:15 p.m. I will be here. Please join me. And also, um, as for the as for the prologue home installations, I'm going to do some research on that. And sometimes this week I will come back here. I don't know, maybe tomorrow night I might come back here to talk about some EVs, electric charging station to be exact. Um, but I will do some research on that for you to find out what's going on and let you know what I've heard regarding that. Okay. So I believe tomorrow night I might be here around like 9:15 tomorrow night. I will be talking about some EV charging public charging station. So join me here tomorrow night, and I will do my, like I said, I will do some research on the prologue home installation, not necessarily prologue, but Honda home installation to find out what's going on. But I will not be surprised if they were limited. Now they are sold out. Therefore, they don't say when they will have back in they will have them back in stock. So yes, I will not be surprised if that's what it was, like sold out, because like I was saying, in July, Honda sold over 3,000 unit only in July, and in August they sold almost 5,000, I think 4,000 or 5,000 units, something like that. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they just sold out. Um, because since they put up been out in March, they were not they were not doing good. It wasn't going good doing good until June. In June they sell only 800 unit, and since then they've been selling like few thousand almost every month. But let me do this. Let me do some research on that to find out what's really going on. Tomorrow night I will be here to talk about some EV public charging station, and whatever I find out, I will definitely let you know. All right. So thank you everybody who came here tonight, join me on this show. Um, Please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Please subscribe to this channel. Like I said, every Monday night I will be here to talk about DC Auto Show, and tomorrow I will be here to talk about some charging station. So again, yes, tomorrow I will come to you to let you know to let you know how much to let you know about yeah, correct, yeah, yes, they work it. So I'll let you know tomorrow what I found out when it comes to home installations. All right. Thank you everybody. I will see you tomorrow here around like 9:15. See you tomorrow.